What's up, boys? I'm here in present time. It is March 26th. It is officially a Sunday. We just finished doing our giveaway. We just ran out to Lake Havasu. We brought the old man. He's a little burnt, but we made these tables, these custom Sunday tables, and gave them away today. And just for giving you guys a heads up, if you want to be a part of these giveaways, and if you want to see if we're coming to your town, just join the email list on bloodysunday.com, and you'll get the email blast. But let's jump into today's video. Back to the past there, Austin. Actually, wait, let me Kobe this. You ready? First try. A lot of pressure.
Bad angle, buddy. Oh!
You can edit that? You're only as big as your last video. I've learned that with YouTube. That's like, and your whole business is only as big as your last video. If you make a business that way, if you're a YouTuber, you know what I mean? But if you build a real business, it's like, it doesn't even matter. Like you could have 10 different shows and productions and this on Netflix and this here, and like you can have your arms everywhere.
There's a way where kids can get paid a couple $1,000s a month, but when skateboarding's over, still have bread. Like we need to start like, hey, after it's all over, accounts. Like that type of shit, you know? Health insurance, blah, blah, blah. Get them educated, get in stocks. Stop fucking with these dudes because this lifespan of this company is only this long. Like,
yeah, like imagine that was part of joining a skate team, is like you get that mentoring that like, I wonder if that's more of a thing now, but I mean, it's got to be more than in the 90s, but like.
How you were being breeded to be a skateboarder before, yeah. We have this goal, we want to get to $1 million. Mm-hmm. It's 500,000 and $1 million because by our 10-year, we want to be able to do 2 mil and do crazy giveaway. We want to have the lowest operational cost of any nonprofit, to where more so giving than taking in. That's what we want to do. We want to also shift that culture as well. There's so much greed and so much wanting like all this shit like for no reason. You just literally start to find out in life like, bro, it's way better to like help as many people as you can before you go. And then they're like close to skateboarding, obviously, because that's where our field is. So it's just like, dude, that's these dudes that do what I do. You know, I thought we were breaking shit and setting shit on fire. Like, no, we're like helping out our moms and grandmothers, like, and aunts and sisters. Yeah. Like, we're part of that.
Skateboarding can be very opinionated too. Like, yeah. It's a hard market to crack. I mean, that's why so many brands have tried to like, especially if they're not from skateboarding and they try to get in like, oh, this collection's a skate collection. We got a promo we shot with whatever. It's like, it doesn't go well. Like,
it's hell.
Well, it's funny because they'll use skateboarding, but then skateboarders won't buy it. But other people that think it's cool will buy it.
Bro, nobody's original anymore. Like, we got to build real shit. So that's why we're saying in October, let's come together. Or even, just October, like throughout the year, let's see what we can do. If there's any ideas you have, like relay them to us, but we have a space. So it's like.
Is the idea that the event itself could raise money?
Yeah, that's the entire idea. So we use the event as like, it's a festival. Okay. So we're trying to get to a point where we have a lineup to where it's like, okay, that's what's cool. It's going to concerts. Mm-hmm. Super fun. You have this lineup, you see your favorite artist, but when you spent money, it went somewhere. Yeah. It didn't just go to Live Nation's pockets. Sorry, Live Nation. Yeah.
We'll cut it.
Vlogs. Please take it seriously.
You've studied your
I don't know if you've been seeing the views lately, but take this seriously, please.
Give a fuck about views.
Me either, dude. I think we should name every video, don't watch this. Seriously, guys, I've told you twice. Do not watch this.
Okay, just to look at the calendar.
Try to make this a little more exciting, though, just for our retention.
Fuck,
people really hate when we talk about schedule.
Tomorrow, I'd like for me, you, and Josh to kind of.
Yeah, that's where Eggs is from. He's from Florida, so you're in his hometown, boy. When I was 15, I drove to Florida with my friends. We just like ran away, and we drove to Daytona Beach from Canada, and we drove right onto the beach. And I remember that was the first thing I was like, this is fucking like paradise. Like, what the hell? You just drive onto the beach.
I mean, it is great. You literally just pull up on the beach with your cooler and just have a time.
Pretty dope. Probably a lot of drinking and
The
driving.
drive from Canada is
Yeah.
pretty gnarly. Like what, like 22 hours or something? Just
Yeah.
driving straight.
I think it was like 25 hours. We were like, yeah, it was crazy. Just me and a few friends. And then we ended up shooting our journey going to Florida for like 3 months. We were 15, ran away from home, and then went back home and sold it to MTV. That's how we like sold our MTV show, which is fucking crazy. Like,
Wait, really?
yeah, it was-
Wait, you were 15 and just bounced to Florida for 3 months?
yeah, we just ran away. We just fucking lived in our car. We had like $100 each.
What were you doing? Scrapping metal for money?
No, we were sleeping in our car at McDonald's, and we'd it'd be like $1 each. We'd buy a burger every day.
So you had about 100 days.
I swear to God, that's what we did.
Dude,
But we ended up meeting surfers that
Man.
took us in and fed us and stuff. It was crazy.
Nice.
Dude, it's like the old saying that like some of the best days in people's lives are when they were penniless. And it's like I've made lots of money, I've done it, but it's like some of my best memories are when like you didn't have money and you had to just make it work and like have fun.
Yeah.
Like it.
I'm Yassine. I'm one of the co-founders of Parker, and Martin actually was the first person who was like crazy enough to join us in the very, very early days. So just to give you guys some background, essentially what we're building is a fully digital banking platform for e-commerce businesses, but really like any business that's internet based. And the first product we launched the market that we've had success with is a corporate credit card that's specifically tailored to direct-to-consumer brands. I mean, we were just chatting about this too. I had a conversation with the team, and I mean, it works in a lot of things. Obviously, every streetwear brand, any merchandising brand that's trying to put up the money for the PO, then they do the drop, they have to fulfill the drop, then the money has to go through Shopify after a week. Then you have to wait a week or two to like get the money back, and you have to do all the marketing. Like 30 days, which a normal card would, is just not enough. It's always so tight. Even back when I was doing full send, it was the same thing. We had to have the capital, or we had to use the manufacturer to put up like $1 million to fund it, and then we would go make 15 million and you could pay it back. But it was always like putting the risk on someone else that was then charging us a percentage. I think you got to be a little careful with how edgy and cool you make it, because then it could come off scammy a bit. Like, because it's still a credit card. You want it to feel real, but like that's what I want to work on. I want to try to find that perfect symmetry of like, this is legit, but they're making them feel special because.
I'm pretty excited. I think this could be this would be a really fun project actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty timely. We do this one and then we figure out how to build an OnlyFans card.
Yeah.
All right, I'm stoked. I think it's gonna be sick. So we'll be on the lookout for that from you guys.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Thanks, Jesse.
Sounds good.
Good meeting you guys.
Yeah.
You
good
too,
meeting you
guys.
guys.
Later, guys.
We'll be in touch.
Bye.
The boys are creating financial models.
Let's go. You know what's kind of funny about it too is we actually could go create an actual insane credit card. Oh man, you don't do this.
Not everything's your size, but
I'll hook the team up and shit too.
got some socks for you too.
Oh, there we go.
I brought a little ring.
I
don't know
bought
where it
the yellow version of this
went.
hat.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, this one's sick. It's the same hat, eh? Probably?
No.
Are they different?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, this is good. This is sick. Yeah, just like busy with the. Thank you so much for this, man. That's dope. Been just launching this company, working on that, getting some clients in, and doing a lot of the in-house brands. Yeah. How are you? What's the big picture?
Yeah, I got a new movie,
You got a new movie?
Hell Week. It's
Hell
like
Week.
skate video / like documentary.
Okay. And do you have a vision for the video in a certain way? Like,
It's done.
the video's already done?
Oh yeah, we did a premiere.
What? How long is it?
It's like an hour and 30,
Oh shit.
hour and 35.
Did you guys travel with us?
Well, that's our next plan. I want to do New York next.
Really? Oh, it was all local here.
We did in LA.
And everyone had a part and everything? When did you shoot all this?
Been working on it since NoHo. Last
Really?
like 2 years.
Damn. Can we see it?
Yes.
I don't want to say terrible, but when you're striving for like the best quality, you can't sacrifice on little things not working perfect. Everything needs to like just hit.
There's
And
no
I think
room
that's, like,
for
yeah.
the second we drop something that is close to the color, the whole business model like, doesn't work. So I definitely, like I said, I made this company very tough. Like this is probably the hardest thing to start, but like I think long term, once they're all figured out and you can just run the machine, then it's gonna make a lot more sense and be very unique.
Then they get an inspiration for the next drop is gonna be so good because look at the quality they led with. This if this is the type of T-shirt they're releasing, I can't wait, Facebook Marketplace or whatever, to get the one that they got from me, basically. And then obviously as demand grows, you do want to make money from this. You don't want to only have...
The one thing I said, you said the box is $, I get a lot of cool shit, so I don't keep everything, but if I was someone that's been waiting 6 months, finally got this box, paid $180, ate the cookies, I'm probably not throwing away that box, but then there really isn't another use for that box. Like, you just like put it in your closet. So the idea of like, hey, what kind of suitcase or like second use thing could we make for like $30 that would be really high end, and then they could go put in a huge order for them, right? Because they need thousands of them, so you could get that cost down. But like, and then don't put Last Crumb on it. Like I in the deck, I really love their circle logo. It almost looks like Cause, like the circle
I do too. Yeah.
with the X. That's what I want to design their whole collection on. But like, I think you make a briefcase or like some kind of thing that you could be your secondary bag that when you're traveling, like, or go on an airplane, like something that has a real use to it, and it only has that smiley on it. And then the only advertising for Last Crumb and all that stuff should be on things that you maybe discard. And I know that they might not like that, but no one really wants Last Crumb
It fits
cookies.
the vibe of what they want, though. Yeah, because like when I was chatting with them, it was like, let's do a hoodie. Well, let's not have Last Crumb on the front or back. Let's have the smiley on a black hoodie. It's in black on the shoulder, where it's not where you would look for a logo. And it's such an elevated sweater, you don't want logos on it. It's like if you're buying any super high-end brand, like I guess Gucci has like the classic Gucci on the shirt, but like most high-end brands, the logos are not super loud in your face. And it's like, let's do that with this. It's almost like, the Essentials line where high-end elevated basics and play into that little logo where it's like, it's cool and like you don't even know what it's from, but then you ask and it's like, oh, it's like my favorite cookie company. And it's like, then the wheels start turning and people get excited. But like, I was telling them, like, they wanted to do like t-shirts, hoodies. I'm like, you don't want to do merch. What you want to do is you want this to be like a ready to wear line of clothing that you would see come from like Saint Laurent or something like that, where it's like, let's do a t-shirt or two, let's do a sweater or two, maybe one hoodie, one crew neck, but then let's do like a flannel. Let's do like a Moncler jacket. Like let's think what does everyone who like what do the executives want? What are the top, there's customers for Last Crumb that spent 10 grand on cookies in 12 months. Yeah. It's like, what do those people want? They don't want a shitty Gildan t-shirt. They want to spend a lot, like, I can tell you they're not wearing Gildan anything. Everything that they're wearing is probably custom made at that point, if you're spending 10 grand on cookies.
And I don't think that person wants the shirt to say, I'm wearing a cookie company at all. Like, I think it should be like the tag should have that smiley with the X's. The logo, if we put a logo on, design into it, we do a knitted sweater where it's Oliver print with these X's. Like, I think you do shit like that. And then the only thing I ever put in design notes for it as like cookie related is like a really nice like Ventemont rip or like use our Sunday blank, like a really nice cut and sew t-shirt. And it says, I fucking love cookies. Like, and it's like, and the O's are the O's are the smiley faces.
Yeah,
like something.
I love that. Yeah.
It's just so simple.
What I tried to pitch them on was like, this shouldn't be Last Crumb. You should be building the last group of companies. So like Last Crumb is the best fucking most expensive cookies. You should make a ketchup that is, when you go to like a fancy restaurant and they like have a house-made ketchup where it's like so fucking good because it's not like Heinz or whatever. And it's like, I want a ketchup that I'm spending $30 on a bottle of ketchup because it's like the San Marzano tomatoes that, like, I'm a pizza guy. I pay like $20 for tomatoes to make pizza sauce when I'm making pizzas at home. And like, I want those tomatoes in the ketchup. I want like the best ingredients from everywhere in the world. I want salt from some fucking mine.
So don't be the supreme of cookies. Be the supreme of everything and use last. Like, but I also think you don't corner yourself, and that's much better, right? So when I get the box, my experience is we all eat the cookies, and I don't want the box. But now it's over. Dude, I don't think you corner it by saying ketchup. So they should do condiments. So now you have 12, like hot sauce, mustard, like you don't get into like mail that's gonna go bad, but I think you get into like things that are like this can now go into your shelf and you can experience it for like 6 months. And like every time you have someone come over, you're like, you gotta try this. This is basically a $35 ketchup. This is a $40 mustard.
But I'm flexible. I like working with smart people who actually give a shit about what they're doing, and like, you know, you guys are like the definition of that as far as I'm concerned. Like, you know, the fact that you could have launched a shoe 6 months ago, probably you could have released 3 or 4 t-shirts by now, but you haven't done anything because you want it to be perfect. And then you also want to have the follow-up to the first shirt with something else 2 months later. It's like, you know, it's all part of the process. It's all like the storytelling experience. And that shit's important when building not just a product, but a brand.
That's probably the biggest compliment I could get. That's exactly what I'm going for.
Oh.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, man, stoked for what can come from this. I think there's like so much opportunity here.
Yeah, me too, man.
Yeah, it's great shot.
Yeah.
Great shot.
Well, enjoy your weekend, man.
Yeah,
Go
all right.
take them dogs for a walk.
Have a good one. Later.
Yeah, cheers. Bye.
Cheers. The hands are hot, bro. The hands are
I don't
hot.
even.
That's the Taylor King, boy.
Taylor King. Get tailored.
I don't even know how to update vlog on that.